Hey there, buds. Big Tim here, and today I got a little special for you. I'm mixing up my drunken diaries with spooky times, and I'm drunk, so I am here in the dark to kind of make myself spooked. Maybe that'll help out a little bit, but this is actually a pretty, it's a good memory, but then it's a bad memory at the same time. It's kind of weird. I was a junior in high school, and we're throwing a little going away party for all the seniors. Thing about Florence is, we're all pretty much family or close friends and stuff like that. We all hang out together. Everybody, all the families know each other, kind of, and we all went to school with each other since kindergarten. So there's a lot of memories of each other. So, anyways, we're seeing these guys off, and we're at my friend's house, which is like 30 minutes away from where my house is, and it's like 5 minutes away from the high school, the McDonald's and the Burger King, or the Burger King, not McDonald's, the Burger King, and the little housing project type deal. So anywho, so we're over there partying up, playing King Cup and all this other stuff before beer pong became what it is today. It's just playing King's Cup, who can drink the most, who can chug the most. And back in this time is when I could. Oh man, the amount of alcohol I put in my body is not even worth. It was crazy. So anywho, I ended up, taking a couple body shots of a couple of chicks, vice versa. Chicks taking body shots of me, having some fun. Chicks flashing me, I'm flashing chicks. We're all just having fun. Everybody's going crazy. There's probably at least like 60 to 80 people there, just having a good time, having a blasty blast. And two of the upperclassmen I've been trying to get with for a while, as far as like not like that, but as far as like we were trying to be playing with Ouija boards for a while. Like they wanted to go out to the res and get all messed up off of shrooms and do it out there, but I told them that's just a little skeptic because the res, there's a lot of stuff going on in the res spiritual wise. When you're on shrooms, your mind goes beyond what it's supposed to go beyond. I mean, like you're not in a spiritual realm, but there are things going on when you're on shrooms that just aren't. It's a different level, and then a Ouija board is a different level entirely. I mean, I've heard stories and seen things with people who have Ouija boards. They contact the spirits, and they try to close it off or don't close it off the proper way, because who knows? I mean, that's like a lost language. You don't know how to close off the spirit realm, and then they end up having something follow them around, whether it's the spirit or in their conscious, follow them around. They try to destroy the Ouija board, and they can't. Burning it, breaking it up, whatever. It always ends up back with them and stuff like that. I mean, I've seen people's Ouija boards pretty messed up. Like, I mean, it's weird what they look like afterwards. But so this guy's like, yeah, I got a Ouija board in my Jeep. Let's get down, dude. I mean, we've been trying to do this for a while, and I was doing some other things other than drinking. Smoked a little, sniffed a little, whatever. So I'm definitely on that level to get in contact with the spiritualness. But I was like, nah, let's not just do it with us three. Three guys playing with the Ouija board is kind of weird. Let's get some girls. Let's get some ladies. If anything, we'll scare the shit out of them to having sex with us. I mean, that's kind of like a plus right there. We get scared, they get scared, we sleep together. Happiness. So so we end up going into like the little game room they had in this house, and turn off all the lights, lit a candle. Three of us are all sitting around, guy, girl, and we start off with one of the girls. They started moving or we all put our hands on it. They asked a question. I think it was like, what's the name of my adopted sister? We all were gonna ask questions no one knew about us, like just because we all know each other, so we didn't want to ruin it by asking a question that one of us would know. And so we're all asking personal questions, and it spelled the name of this girl. She's like, whoa, what the what's going on? What's going on? And then next guy asked a question. It kept going around until it got to me. Finally, I asked, do I have any Native American ancestors watching over me? And it said yes. And then I asked, are you proud of what I am? And it said no. This is like, what do you think of me so far? And it said ashamed. It spelled out the word ashamed, and I am half Native American. My bloodline is pretty thick as far as like, having a medicine man as like one of my great ancestors, and a chief as one of my great ancestors. And then in between that, there's a lot of like great artists and great poets and writers and pottery makers and all this other stuff like that. I think that's where I get a lot of my creativity from. And some of the as far as the medicine man goes, like some of the touch of like, medicinal herbs and stuff, and like the spiritual spiritual awareness, I think, comes for him. You know, the chief part too, but when it said that, dude, I got spooked, you know, because it scares me, you know, having, you know, all this Native American. I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know, being out on the res and all that stuff happening out there and stuff like that. Like they were kind of not, they weren't mad at me, but they were mad at the way things happened, I guess. And so when that happened, I was like, what the I got spooked, you know. I let go of that fucking thing. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to say goodbye, closes it off, you know, whatever, goodbye spirit. And who knows if that's even the right way to close off a Ouija board nowadays. But I let go. I was like, fuck this, dude. Fuck this. That scared me, and it made me a little upset at the same time, you know. And literally, maybe a couple minutes after that, everybody's like, what's wrong, Tim? What's wrong with him? Fucking cops come and raid the fucking place, dude. It scared the shit out of me. They come in, like, oh, whose party is this? What's going on? You know, where's all the alcohol? You know, they start grabbing the kegs and some of the bottles and stuff like that. And I was a big party animal, so I know if they would have got me, they would have given me a pretty hard sentence because I threw so many parties there. So I'm like, my house is 30 minutes away, so I take off running into the desert. I was like, fuck this. I jumped out the window, went and the cops like, hey, there's Tim. I just take off running, fuck this, dipping. I hear, you know, them behind me, jump in a canal, running along the canal, climb up out of it, and then I'm just walking in the desert. I don't hear anybody behind me. I'm just walking, and I'm getting closer to the res, and I just start hearing, like, people talking. I think it's the cops, but it's, like, low whispers, you know. Like, there's no way these guys fucking caught up to me. You know, they're fucking lazy Florence Town cops. There's no way these fuckers caught up to me at all. And it might have been me on my little, you know, trip, or I might have been drunk, but dude, I mean, I hear so many things like you don't deserve to live, and just crazy ass whispers and shit like that. And then I started hearing things like running past me towards the res, and I'm just getting freaking freaked out, like, what the hell is going on? So I stopped for a second, I sit down, and I didn't hear anything. So I'm just sitting there. I was like, you know what, maybe if I just wait here till morning. I didn't have a clock or anything on me, so I was like, fuck, I don't even know what time it is. You know, I'm just sitting there waiting, and so as time keeps passing by, I was like, fuck this, because I started hearing someone talking to me again, except it was coming from one side. It wasn't, like, all the way around. It was just a one-sided thing, and they're like, you know, you don't deserve to be on the res, and you're ashamed to our ancestors and all this. I mean, it was, like, deep, like, talk. It wasn't just you know, weird ass shit they put in those movies and stuff like that. I mean, it was actually people whispering to me. So I got up, and I took off running to my house, got to my house, locked my door, went in my room. You know, my family was gone for the whole weekend, so I mean, you know, that's why I went out partying like I did. But I was laying in my room. I kept hearing, like, there wasn't it was tapping on my door, like just like that. I mean, that's all I heard the whole night. That's all I heard, dude. I was fucking freaking out, man. Luckily, I passed out. You know, the alcohol took over my fear, and I passed the fuck out, and I woke up, and I was fine, you know, but fuck that. And I think since that time, that's one of my, like, my spiritual, all this craziness going on is, you know, following me around for so long. And I mean, it was a great night, you know, saw some boobies, licked some boobies, and then I got the shit scared out of me by some spirits, man. And I mean, if you're ever thinking about playing with the Ouija board, understand it first, and then go ahead and, you know, have your fucking fun, but don't do it when you're messed up, because that's just opening yourself up to some stuff that's gonna trip you out forever. Anyways, there's my little spooky / drunken diary. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Next time I'll tell you about a drunken diary or drunken story that goes out in the desert, dude. This shit was fucking awesome. I had a great time. Probably drank more than I ever could imagine, and had some consensual sex with someone. So it was consensual. They were drunk, but they wanted it. I know they did, because they're like, fuck me. So, you know, if someone says fuck me, that means fuck them. So, anywho, check you out later, buds. Peace!